You're listening to the SS Experience on S&G.
Recording in progress.
All right, what up, though? You listen to the SS Experience streamed on the SMG Podcast Network app. Download the SMG Podcast Network app on all your Apple devices. Android, I'm getting to you. You listen to the SS Experience wherever you get podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Samsung Podcasts, Amazon Music, and the usual suspects, Spotify, and the iHeartRadio app. We're also broadcasting on 106.7 The Beat because we got a real dope guest that's in the building right now. He plays Banzai. He just told me how to say it, and I butchered it already. But The Lion King is going down now through July 7th. Make sure that you get your tickets. We're going to be giving away tickets too on the SS Experience on 106.7 The Beat starting this weekend. So make sure that you go ahead and tap in with us. So right now, I'd like to introduce y'all. Y'all already see him there for the video audience, for the audio audience, Mr. Forrest Van Dyke, post-production. Get that applause going for him, please. Forrest, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, it's all love, man. Thank you for hopping on the show. So, a lot of people know about The Lion King. Like I said, the character that you just described, I'm trying to remember, like, as a kid, because I remember the original Lion King from the 90s where Mufasa dies from the stampede and everybody's crying because it's like, dang, you you just crying. It's like, Mufasa, no! Know what I'm saying? So, talk about your character and talk about how did you get involved with this particular production?
Well, you remember the original film, so there's Whoopi Goldberg and there's the other two other hyenas who Scar bosses around. So I play one of those hyenas. If Shenzi, Whoopi Goldberg's character, is the brains, Ed is the goofy one, Banzai is the muscle of the hyenas. So
you look like you would be the muscle of something. You know what I'm saying? Pause. No Diddy.
Yo, I'm trying to. I hope all my art imitates life. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do what I can do in the gym, but Banzai is the most fun to play. The hyenas are the most fun to play because you can do whatever you want on stage within reason. You know what I mean? You can have the most fun on stage as one of the hyenas. And I got involved with The Lion King January 2022. And so I've been on tour for about 2.5 years, and I'm enjoying every second of it. It's a lot.
Okay. I just did your intro a super disservice. We're not about to redo it again, but I just had to actually look at your bio. This man actually has accolades. Hold on, we got to go back and do this. We're not gonna rewind and do it, but we're gonna do this again. So he's a winner of more than 70 global theatrical awards, including 1998 Tony for Best Musical, 1998 Tony Best Direction of a Musical, 1998 Tony Best Scene Design, 1998 Tony Best Costume Design. So this play has a lot of acclaim to it, which is insane. Which is super duper insane. I didn't even know all this. 1990 Grammy for Best Musical Show Album. This thing's been putting in work, man. So going back to how did you get into the whole acting thing in general?
You know, I grew up in a household that was really supportive of the arts. My dad was a musician, and when I showed interest in acting and music, he encouraged me, and so I was allowed to kind of follow my muse. I went to school for that. I was in children's choir when I was younger. Went to school, got my BFA in acting, and after about a year after graduating, I moved to New York, and I did the hustle. You know, I had day jobs. I worked in spas. I worked at the New York Times Center for events. I was a wedding singer, and I would also be doing regional performances around the U.S., some local off-Broadway stuff in New York. But it wasn't until after the pandemic, actually, where I got new agents and I got a new outlook on what I wanted for my life. And the first thing that these agents sent me out on, The Mind, shout out to The Mind, was The Lion King. I auditioned, and that night I found out that I got the role. So it was about 15 years, though, a 15-year journey to get here.
No,
for me.
that's real. That's real dope because back in the day I used to do a lot of acting myself. Obviously not on the level that you did, but I was kind of like class clownish. I was very opinionated. Those little plays and stuff that you get a chance to do in school and all of that stuff. So I dibbled and dabbled into it. Then I started wanting to be a rapper. Like most people from the hood do. We want to be rappers. Then rapping turned into this radio thing. But we got Forrest Van Dyke on the SS Experience on 106.7 The Beat. He's at the Lion King is in Columbus right now at the Ohio Theater. Is going on now until July 7th. Make sure that you get your tickets. You can get your tickets at this very simple website, lionking.com. And I was like, okay, how do I direct these people to get the tickets? Very simple, lionking.com. It'll go ahead and pull it up there. So make sure that y'all pull up to the Ohio Theater and go ahead and see them there. So again, going back, because again, I never knew the names of the hyenas. It was just always the hyenas, always the one with the goofy with the tongue out, the one that's like always, you know what I'm saying? Like he talks that talk, and then like you said, the muscle guy. So I never knew that the hyenas had names. Now, did you try out for any? Because you seem very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? You seem like you could have played Simba. Did you try out for any other role and they just stuck you with the hyena, or you saw yourself as a hyena? How did that the casting go for you?
I was blessed to only be asked to play the best role in the show, which is Banzai. So no, I was never asked to do Simba or any of the other characters. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll have a chance to do that. But Banzai was what I was asked to tape for and come in for, and I'm happy. I'm happy being Banzai. He really is one of the most fun characters to play every day.
So, all right, so okay, so I want to play a game with you real quick, which is super duper random. You know what I'm saying? You already know we're gonna call it three hyenas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a description and you tell me which hyena is more likely to do said thing. All right.
Okay.
The first hyena to go after a dead carcass.
Oh, Ed immediately.
Now for the people who know, because I know you, Ed is
So
the
okay, so
the,
right,
the, the
right,
drooly one.
right. Yes, Ed is the drooly one with his tongue out, and
Yeah,
he would
Ed's a
go
guy.
immediately for that carcass because he wouldn't be worried about other predators around or looking out. Us other two we have to look out for him, but he'd be the first one on that carcass for sure.
Okay. Who's the lady's man hyena of the three hyenas?
Bonsai, you
Oh,
kidding me? That's a question.
and
Bonsai, absolutely.
Bonsai in the gym getting that work in, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely that. Um the hyena that's more likely to get y'all in some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he's out doing whatever. And it's like, oh bro, we gotta go save his tail. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that would probably be. Man, it's between Banzai or Ed again. Shinzi's like the brains. She has to pull us back. So I would say Banzai.
Hold on.
He's really,
Did you say the third hyena is a girl?
yeah, Shinzi. Yeah, she's our leader. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because you did say Whoopi Goldberg, which I'm bugging. But again, I'm trying to go back to the original Lion King, and I'm like, that
Yes.
was a female? Like, oh
Yes.
wow, didn't even know. It wasn't even hip.
Whoopi Goldberg plays Shinzi, who's our leader. And in fact, like in most hyena packs, all hyena packs, it's a matriarchy. So the females lead the pack uh,
Mm,
in all hyena packs. So she's our
okay.
leader. But Ed will be the one to get us in trouble again, probably. You know what I'm saying? And we had to
Yeah,
pull him back. I mean, it's always him. It's always
got
him.
you.
Fun, but he's a lot.
Okay. So, all right. So, again, that was just random off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it scripted or anything like that. That was just random off the top of my head. We got Forrest Van Dyke on the SS Experience. He plays Banzai. You know what I'm saying? One of the hyenas, the diesel hyena, the muscle hyena. You can go ahead and catch him right now at Disney's The Lion King at the Ohio Theater. It's going down now till July 7th. Make sure you get tickets right now at lionking.com. So, when you Scar, right? Because Scar's a douchebag, you know what I'm saying? Like Scar's trying to like take over the world and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Are y'all really scared of Scar, or y'all just be looking like, man, the second that you because hyenas are savages. You know what I'm saying? Like hyenas don't give a up. You know what I'm saying? There's really no loyalty with hyenas or anything like that. What makes the hyenas so loyal to Scar?
He's promising them food. They've been left out of the cold, outside the circle of life for forever. He's promising them power and food. You kidding me? It's a no-brainer. Of course, we're going to join forces with you. You
Okay.
know, and if you treat us right, we treat you right. It's not until
Okay.
the end where we're like, hey, this don't seem right. And then you'll see what happens. Come see the show.
Okay, okay, nice, nice. We're not trying to give up too many trade secrets and all of that stuff. So when it comes down to let's go back to you and your theatrics. Have you done other productions like in the past before, or like do you have like an aspiration? Because I can imagine doing live performances on stage is way harder than being, you know what I'm saying, in a studio where there's takes and it's like, okay, can we run that back real quick? Like you're live doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like do you have have you done other productions before? Do you have like aspirations to, be on the big screen or anything like that? Or this is kind of like your lane?
This is the biggest thing I've ever done, man. So I've always stuck with theater. That's what I've been trained in. That's what I love to do. Um, and I would love to go into TV film. Yeah, sure. But I love the whole process of working my way through a story with one character all the way through. You know what I mean? There's something exciting about living through that whole story. But TV film, I would love to. I'd love to do action stuff. I'd love to do sci-fi thrillers. That's really my jam. Something physical. I love being physical, which is why Banzai feels so great to do.
Right.
But if I can translate that to something on screen, that would be amazing.
Okay, okay. Well, shoot. Um, People, if you're a television producer or whatever, make sure that you go ahead and check out Forrest Van Dyke at the Ohio Theater now till July 7th. He's doing the Lion King. He plays one of the hyenas, Banzai, the diesel one. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, check him out. Go ahead, give him a script or something like that, so we can go ahead and get him on the TV screen or whatever. Atlanta, y'all know that y'all got the studio. Tyler Perry, holla at my man's. You know what I'm saying?
Come
Because
on, Tyler.
Tyler Perry be outside. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. So something else that I wanted to get into to you as well, about the Lion King and all of that stuff, in general. So how did you, I mean, again, I don't know how old you are. You don't got to divulge all of that stuff, but did you have to actually watch some of the old Lion King to kind of get a grasp of who Banzai was, or did you get like the script and you know what I'm saying? You just had to play it in your mind how you wanted this character to be.
Yeah, I did go back and I watched the original film just because I love it, but also just to be reminded about who these hyenas actually were. But then once you get in the puppet, it just feels completely different. And our director, Keith Bennett, played the role of Banzai for 20 years before I came in.
Okay.
So I came into the studio with him and we were working, and immediately he gave me the freedom to make it my own, which is really great. You know what I mean? So mine is not definitely not the same as the animated feature film. Um, I gave him a little bit more grit, I would say, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But disrespect to the original, I love it. I was inspired by the original and I was able to sort of make it my own based on that.
Okay. Now, just because like I said, I'm gonna definitely make sure that I get a chance to pull up on one of these days. My son's birthday is on July 3rd, so I might, you know what I'm saying, make a nice little father son birthday activity out of this. He doesn't know that I'm about to do this yet. You guys aren't on ice, right? So you guys are actually acting like y'all not on ice, right?
No, no, no. We're on a stage, no
Okay.
ice.
Cause I was just
Because I
thinking
can do
about
this
that
for fun.
Disney on Ice. Cause I was just thinking like, dang, bro, like if y'all skating around doing that, Jay, like, but okay, I don't have to worry about asking that. You know what I'm saying? Cause that would have been like crazy to ask, like, yo, man, how you skate game? And it's like, well, we're not skating. So that's kind of out of the way. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's what's up though. Let me see what else real quick here. Well, no, man, like I said, man, like it seems like you're locked in on this particular character. What's a challenge that you had to go through um with with like creating a character, because we all know everything in life is not easy. You know what I'm saying? There's difficulties, there's trials and tribulations of it. What's something that made one thing that kind of made the whole process a little difficult, but obviously you overcame it because you embodied this role now.
The costumes and the puppet for the hyenas are very intense and heavy. So just to describe it, we're sort of wrapped in this futon like situation
Okay.
with our heads peeking out. and our puppets, one hand is inside the puppet head, another hand are gripping the 2 feet that we have. And so navigating all those things, trying to be very physical on stage, sing and act and juggle all of that and still be funny and dangerous at the same time. It has been the biggest challenge for me in my career so far, the most physical role that I've ever had to do before. And so taking care of myself while also doing this has been like the biggest challenge to show up and still be excellent and do the thing and also take care of myself. That's really been it. And every day is new, you know what I'm saying? But I would say that's been the biggest challenge. And actually they they warned me about this before I got the role. It's like, make sure you train your forearms, blah, blah, blah. That's why I stay in the gym. I really, so I can maintain performing in the show day after day.
Okay, I just got
That's
one
it.
buff question. I got one buff question for you. How many times can you rep
Oh my God.
225?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, you look like you about like 10 like 10 12 like you like I don't know how tall you are because obviously we're just looking from the head up like you a linebacker or something like you Chase Young or something.
That's hilarious, man. Yo, I'm 5'5". You know what I'm saying? I could probably do, 5 reps, not a lot, like five,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
I
Do
mean
you lift?
I can do 200 once and it's a hard once. It's a
You see?
help me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, you know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
can get it up, I can get up once, you know what I'm saying? But no,
Once,
let's get back to the business at hand though. So you said singing and dancing too. So what I guess the word I'm looking for, what singing inspirations that you have? Because now you're talking about in my world of music and entertainment and all of that stuff. How did you get incorporated with the singing and dancing?
well, I told you my dad was a musician, so I
Okay.
grew up with a lot of music in the house. It was mostly jazz because that was his form of music. But my favorite singers, I grew up on Maxwell, D'Angelo, Shaka Khan is my favorite singer right now. I
Okay.
don't know if you saw that Tiny Desk Chia. Um, a lot of neo soul singers actually. Erica, Aretha, Donny Hathaway. Those are some of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? And
Anybody,
so,
I know who all of those people are, but for the young people in the back of the class who's like, who are those people? Do you have anybody that's in the current industry that you just like just because, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's on the MP3, you know what I'm saying, the iPod, and that's probably old saying that too, you're streaming or whatever.
yeah, yeah, man. I mostly listen to old school stuff. You know what I'm
Ain't nothing
saying?
wrong with it.
Why don't you name? What you name a couple? Because I might
I
know
mean,
some
no,
of the names.
no cap. I'm from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So Trey Songz and Chris Brown is always going to be in the rotation because that's Virginia. We got to go ahead and
Uh,
rep them. I live in Atlanta
sure.
now, you know what I'm saying? So Jacquees is definitely, you know what I'm saying, heavy in my rotation. Um,
Can't go wrong with Usher. I know he's not like young, but like
I do to an extent. I do to an extent. 8701 was one of my favorite albums. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really bump Usher as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, those three is people that I bump. You
yeah.
might not consider him R&B, but he brings out toxic masculinity in Future.
No future.
What do you call that joint? We still don't trust you. Oh, he got some harmonizing ballads on that joint that I'd be like, yeah, this is the joint right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So those is it for me. But no, I'm just like you. I'm an old school guy. I like Avant.
Oh,
I still bump R. Kelly. I tell people all the time, we're not banning R.
okay.
Kelly. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly still
Okay.
has music, even though you can hear the creep in the music. But that makes it even more of a genius because he was telling you the whole time how he was getting down, and we ain't care about it. We were just like, step in the name of love. Like we were doing all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we was all complicit. That's a whole nother conversation. Go back and listen to the SS Experience. We always talk about R. Kelly. All right, so we got Forrest Van Dyke plays Bon. Why I keep reading it wrong? Banzai.
Bonsai. There you go.
Banzai, you know what I'm saying? He plays Banzai, you know what I'm saying? The Buff Diesel hyena. Check him out at The Lion King, Disney's The Lion King at the Ohio Theater now through July 7th. Make sure that you get your tickets at lionking.com. Later on in the show, we're going to give away a couple of tickets.
Nice.
and I already had the perfect question, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later on in the show. So how many dates have you done already? Because I know before we cut the mic on, you said that you on the road, you living in a suitcase. So what is this like? How many cities have you done so far in this particular stretch?
Oh, I mean, since I've joined, you mean January
Yeah,
2022?
what I guess yeah. Since you joined, I guess you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
I mean, or I mean, I don't know how your schedule. I don't know how the schedule is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if
yeah.
it's like you've been on the road for years. If it's like a couple. Oh, okay, okay.
Lion King never really ends. So you leave, you might come back, but the tour never ends. So I've been on the road January 2022, and we've maybe had 1 or 2 weeks here where we what we call layoffs.
Hmm.
The tour is not happening, but otherwise we are constantly going. We're constantly in a city
Okay,
now, and we'll be in a city anywhere from 2 weeks to a month, and we'll be here in Columbus for a month.
okay.
And so I honestly I don't know how many cities we've been to since I joined. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Do you have a favorite city that you've been to so far? You know what I'm saying? Obviously with your downtime and all of that stuff, you know, you get to go out and be amongst the people. Do you have like a favorite city that you've been to so far?
Yes, 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 yes. Chicago kind of has my heart to the point where I might want to go back at some point when I'm off tour and live there. I just love the culture. I
Okay.
love the history there. I love the swag of the city. I love the food. I also think it's just beautiful. We also stopped by New Orleans, and I also have my heart is in New Orleans as well. My dad's from Louisiana.
Okay.
My body doesn't like New Orleans though, because I went
Oh,
and
them
I ate
beignets.
at beignets, etouffee. My body said, "What are we doing? Got it. Can't come back. Can't come back."
So what about that Chicago winter? Was you up there during the winter or did you enjoy doing the
Yeah,
one? Oh, okay. Oh, you
yeah, we
still
were
like
up there during
Chicago.
Christmas time, and
Ooh.
and they said it was a mild winter. I like cold though. I really enjoy the cold over the heat. I have to have it frigid here when I sleep. I want it on 68, 65. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I was okay with the cold weather. It was also Christmas time, so it kind of added to the festivities of the
Yeah,
month.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, I love it. No problem with the cold for me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the one time that I went to Chicago, I underestimated Chicago.
Oh yeah.
I just had like a regular coat from Virginia, which was like, okay, Virginia, I'm cool. I went up there, that thing violated me. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? Know what I'm saying? And they was like, yeah, bro, like that coat is not gonna work up here. I'm like, no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. So I try to stay south of the Mason Dixon line. You know what I'm saying? No cap. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the South. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a my swag and my energy is more of a up north type person, but I don't like the weather. You know what I'm saying? Give me Atlanta, doesn't snow. That's one reason why I don't like Columbus like that. I hate the snow. I have a
Oh yeah.
Camaro and I have another little two-door car. It's not
Mhm.
good for the snow. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Give me Atlanta, give me Miami, down there in New Orleans, what you talking about? I can rock with that. I can rock with that.
Where you from? Where you
Virginia.
from? Oh, you from Virginia? That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
I
right.
don't know if we can see the shirt, Virginia
Yeah,
State.
beautiful
You know what I'm
Virginia.
saying?
Okay.
Alumni. You know what I'm saying? Love the Commonwealth of Virginia, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? It's my home, but I be trying to get up out of Virginia too. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'll miss home, go home, and be like, man, I gotta get up. This is why I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But it's just homesick for me. Family, mom, pops, everybody, brothers, fam, everybody's back home. So that's the only reason I miss it. But outside of that, when I get tired, we gotta go. Sorry about that. So look, man, I want you to plug your social medias and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the one thing that we like to try to do, you know what I'm saying, is we like to bring attention. Like I said, we're gonna tag Tyler Perry in this interview. We're gonna tag 50 Cent in it because you know 50 Cent got that big G Unit studio out in Shreveport, down in
Oh, there you
Louisiana.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Awesome.
we're gonna tag all the minute. Now I'm saying now we're 0 for 50. Cause I do a show called New Music Weekends where I always ask somebody, give me your 3 favorite artists you'll love to work with. And then they'll say Beyonce, Drake. I'm like, damn, y'all swinging for the fences, aren't y'all? But okay, cool. We'll tag them in there. Nothing happened yet, but maybe with acting, we can get this off. You know what I'm saying? We can tag Tyler Perry. We can tag Issa Rae. We can tag all of them in there. We get you on an episode of Insecure, if that's still a thing. I don't know what it is. But I'm saying go ahead and plug in your social media so people can know where to find you outside of The Lion King at the Ohio Theater now through July 7th. Get your tickets now at lionking.com.
Sure, yes. You can find me on Instagram mainly at Forrest Van Dyke, and that's ForestVanDyke.
Okay, you know what I'm saying, on IG. You're not in these Twitter X streets.
Not really like that. No, I don't be posted on there like that. I don't really post a lot, but if you want to find me actually being active and like seeing messages, Instagram.
Got you. All right, know what I'm saying? So we go ahead and make sure that we go ahead and give them the follow. Well, look, man, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get my tickets, you know what I'm saying? So that way I can go ahead and bring my son to the event, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get him to, shake hands, meet you or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That'll be pretty dope. So we got Forrest Van Dyke. Like I say, he plays Banzai, one of the hyenas on The Lion King now through July 7th. Get your tickets right now at lionking.com at the Ohio Theater. Forrest, man, it was good having you on the show, man. Real good energy, man. Appreciate your work.
Shaheed, thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure.
Already.
You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.